Hi guys, Mark Crossfield here. More swing fixes coming at you from my golf app. People sending swings via the app. We're talking twisty club faces, people calling them open. I'm not so keen on those terms because I just don't think they really cover anything. So we're going to talk about some twists, how it manipulates loft, and then some movements that you see when you start seeing those twists put into a backswing or a downswing or at any point. Let's show you what I mean. Let's get stuck in. So guys, swing sent through the golf app. What we're seeing is a backswing where the club face gets twisted into a position where, say, the leading edge of the club is more pointing down at the ground than the left arm, if you like. That often suggests this player's put this movement in at some point, so they've twisted the club around the axis of the shaft, which would give the club face more loft. It would make the face point right at a static point, so what you could call open at 0, but when your club is in a swing, well, on the backswing the face is always opening to 0, and then on the downswing always closing to 0 or to the square. So really what the twist does for this player is it makes them, if you see them when they hit the ball, they kind of have this forward flicking looking angle at the bottom where they look like they're trying to chase the club forward of the hands. I know it's a down the line camera, but from I see that from side on cam. When you see these actions from down the line, it's very common. Think about this. If I start here and I put this twist in, so I twist the face so it's pointing right, if this is a 0 line here, the only way for me to take that out and get the face, say, back to 0, if I want to deliver the face at 0 for argument's sake, I would need to put this twist back in, so I'd have to twist it back around the axis of the shaft. That's not very common. Normally what people are doing is they're going to deliver the handle back, which lines the face back up to 0, but now I'm presenting loads of loft. So the face isn't open when they hit the ball. Let's say it's 0, they do manage to kind of balance those angles out well, but the number that's manipulated the most is the loft number. So it adds lots of loft, tends to see high shots, also can change angle of attacks a little bit down at the bottom to make strikes not so good. So really we got to look at trying to get this twist around this axis out of his movement to give him any chance of trying to get through hitting the ball or down by the ball, applying some maybe better dynamic lofts and some better club paths if he's struggling with that as well. So look, let's go. First point of call, I would always look when there's these twists in a golf swing is where someone's holding it. Often I see it go not through this kind of base of the palm position where I'd like to see it, so top of the fingers, base of the palm, we start to see it go right through the middle of the fingers is very common. That often can get that face twisting this way on a backswing. Other things I would like to see you do is literally, I would actually work with this player on actually trying to get them to feel like they're twisting the club around this axis of the shaft more this way. So what they would feel down to the ground. What people look, and I've called in other videos, is revving the club, turning it this way. The more you get them turning the club that way and feeling it, they start delivering some different loft numbers, and it absolutely transforms how they deliver the handle in relationship to the head down at the ball, which then in turn helps deliver some more reasonable loft numbers around a better twist. So grip's a first starting point. Let's pretend your grip is fixed and it's in a nice place. It's through that base of that palm. Let's pretend you can see 2 to 3 knuckles as you look down at your left hand. Let's pretend your right hand is kind of first finger and thumb V's going up somewhere between chin and shoulder for argument's sake. So you've got quite a neutral hold. Let's make a few backswings where you feel like you're actually twisting the club down to the ground. So gradually, don't just go and hoik it down. So as you slowly come back, keep trying to face the club up to the ball for longer and hit a few shots. Just see what happens to the height of your shots. Another good drill you can do, and I do this with lots of students, start with the club face. So if we have a 0 target line here, let's have the face leading edge 20 degrees pointing left of that at the beginning. Neutral hold, so don't hold the face, hold the handle as if the club was on straight. With that 20-degree pointing left face, you are not allowed to go left is the drill. You've got to try and start it down the right, not allowed to go left. So to do that, I had to deliver the handle way forwards to change that twist, take that twist out, and also try and control the face to path in some ways. Very different height of shot, very different feel of strike, quite a different angle of attack for me as well on those, which often changes for people. Focusing the swing, got to take this twist out. We can call it open, but there's 3 ways to open and close a face. You can twist it around this axis of the shaft, you can change the lie, or you can have the handle back or the handle forwards. Three-dimensional world, peoples. Just saying one word to cover all those three for me doesn't work. This guy is putting a twist in, and that twist is encouraging him to keep the handle back a little bit or try and chase the club forward as he comes down through the ball. It's all around that twist rather than just open. Hope that helps. Post comments down below. Thanks for sending a swing. Thanks for watching. Hope that helps. I'd love to hear, as always. I know people want there to be one word. It's much easier. Lots of coaches use it. I think it confuses most of my students. One word covering 3 ways of moving the face. For me, just does not really make much sense. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for loads more videos. Find me on Instagram at Crossfield Mark. Also on Twitter at 4golfonline. Find me on Facebook, Mark Crossfield. Thanks for watching. Post comments as always, and see you soon.